Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on XRP. The XRP chart continues to be in a sideways range. We can still consider this as a potential triangle pattern. Here on the daily time frame, I'm still leaving it really open whether this is a triangle or whether we form a deeper wave 4. I already said weeks ago that a larger wave 4 is absolutely still possible, and if that happens, which means if we dip deeper into the support region, it could actually be an interesting reward to risk ratio that could be interesting for long traders. Now, of course, that always depends on your own trading plan, risk tolerance, and so on. However, the thesis would be that even if the price goes a little bit lower in this support region, that as long as the market holds above the $1.20 level, or let's call it $1.21 level, the 50% retracement of this rally to the upside, as long as this level is holding, and we do not get a decisive and sustained break below it, the structure to the upside is still valid. The yellow scenario in which this is considered a wave 4 with a fifth wave to come, this is still technically valid, and we can still watch for a fifth wave to new all-time highs before the larger cycle is completed. So as I said before, for me, the $1.21 level is really the key pivot, the key level that distinguishes between bullish and bearish momentum. Now, you could say this is far away. Well, it is. That also means that the risk is still high if you use that level as a stop. And what we want to do is we just want to be open, have an open mind regarding the possibility the price could, even within this scenario, go down a little bit lower, or even quite a bit lower actually, and that would all be covered by the current scenario. It would not change the scenario, at least not on the daily time frame. Of course, on the smaller time frame, it would lead to some shifts, but that would not affect the larger time frame. I think that is very, very important. It will affect the larger time frame if we get a break below $1.21. So I think a healthy mindset is that there is a high likelihood of the price going lower, so understand the risk, and also understand that we are still in a bullish scenario as long as we're holding 121, so there's an opportunity. But in the short term, the local trend seems to be down, okay? That is also because all the rallies that we had in the range, they stayed corrective. So only 3 wave movements to the upside everywhere at the moment, Basically what we do, we're watching for evidence that a low forms in this region. That would mean we need a first 5 wave move up. Minimally, I would need to see a break above the last swing high, located here at around $2.57, but better would be a break above $3.04 as a signal that the rally towards $5 has started, because if you watched previous videos, then you know the $5 range should be next, if at least, as long as we are holding the $1.20 level. Now, ideally, the price even doesn't go down that much. I mean, $1.55 would be perfect if we get another low. We don't technically need another low, but as I said, this is a range that easily could be tested. Now, let's take a look at the shorter time frame, and the question is, on the shorter time frame, have we already seen the lowest point in this correction? Are we actually really in this triangle? Or are we going down lower as per the blue scenario? Now, the triangle pattern is here on the chart. It would require that the price holds above $1.77, ideally even above $1.89, but I'm of the assumption that the 189 level will be tested, so we might break it. So the focus shifts towards $1.77. Below $1.77, it's confirmed it can't be a triangle. The wave 4 is clearly still unfolding. And then the focus shifts to that lower range between $1.20 to $1.50. In the very short term, we are currently seeing that the price is testing the trend line. This is just a trend line with 3 touch points so far. It's being tested, but there's no convincing upside reaction here at the moment. A break above the last swing high at $2.23 could suggest that we are moving up at least to the next target zone here between 256 and 283. So basically just waiting to see if we see a substantial reaction to the upside that could indicate the next, at least that some bullish momentum is coming back. For now, in the short term, the downside pressure remains high as long as we stay below $2.23. and another test of 189 or even 177 cannot be ruled out. But only a break below 177 will really unlock prices in that 120 to 150 range. So yeah, that's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.